Cheryl.
You can do it.
Hey guys, we tried not to whisper while we were sharing.
Yes.
So we would love for you guys to share this live class if you are so inclined. We have prize patrols this evening.
Oh my.
We have...
I knew about these.
Oh, should we take that off of our face so they can see us?
Oh, I guess. If we want to.
Yeah.
Oh,
there we go. Hi.
Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. We're so excited that you're here for our Curvy celebration. And we are here to share with you 6 projects this evening. So
strap it in.
Yeah.
Well, and get yourself a beverage.
Ooh. All right, we went there already. But anyway,
you went there.
I went there. Sorry, yes. I'm always the one with I'm the dirty stamper. So anyway, you guys, we have 3 projects with the quite curvy. I can't. And then thank you, Cheryl. Here. We appreciate that. The quite curvy, and then the curvy Christmas.
Yes.
So we're gonna let Barb go first. She's gonna tell you a little bit about the Curvy Celebrations variety bundle.
Hi, Roz. Hi, Deb.
Yeah, guys. Thank you for sharing.
There's
we appreciate
Ann.
it. Yes.
Hello, girls.
Woo. All right. Awesome. So Barb's gonna tell you a little bit about the whole variety bundle, and then I'll probably give commentary on the side. That's how it usually works. And then
always
she's gonna start with her kind of more, I don't know, spring
non-holiday,
and then I'll be the holiday girl. I'll be the holiday elf.
Hi, Joanne.
Welcome.
Up at the end.
So yeah, and we have prizes. So like, comment, share. We have 4 prizes to give away, and you never know when those prizes are going to be. So I might just be like, random person, you just won.
Yeah.
You never know.
Never know. So keep on commenting.
Yes.
And let us know if you have any questions while we're going through this, or comments about cards. We're here to help.
Anything.
No, not the weather. Cold and windy.
Okay. All right.
We know enough about it. We don't need any more
We're all
questions
answered.
I
might be slightly sweating under the sweater, but anyway, it's okay. We look like we're festive and warm.
Yes, so, we're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. So Curvy celebration. Here we come.
All right. Here we come.
All right. Take it away, Barb.
Barbarine, take it away.
Here we go. So show us what you got.
What I got. Okay. Welcome, everyone, and welcome to our Curvy celebration tonight. We're so excited to have you here. And I'm going to just give you a little bit of information about the products that we're going to be using tonight and the wide array that comes with this variety bundle. How about that?
I like that word, wide array.
I know, big words. Using big words tonight, ladies. Whoa.
After
comment on that. Array. Pretty good.
After 8 p.m.
All right. All right. It's called the Curvy Celebrations, what do you call it? Variety Bundle? Yes. Okay, there it is. Yeah. And I'm going to show you what is included in the bundle. All right. If we look here at the top, we have the Quite Curvy. This is the stamp set. It is a photopolymer set. This is the non-holiday set. And then along with that comes the curvy dies. All righty. And these, I'll show you here. I made a little chart for my team, and I think this shows gives you a good idea of what the dies do. I just took a rectangle of cardstock and used the die to cut. And for this one, you get a little filigree. How about that word?
Whoa.
I know. I'm using them all up here early. I better stop.
All the good words before I even
and then by the end, I can't even remember the words. I know. This one, you've got to be careful how you cut, because one side will give you the little dots and the other side will give you just a straight curve there.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you want the little dots.
And a straight curve. Yes, but it just takes practice.
Yeah,
and then this last one I really love too. It is a little ivy, and it cuts the little leaves out so you can decide what you want to put behind to make the leaves. All kinds of fun with that one. And then there's this little branch that you can cut out as well. And then all the other dies cut out the little figures and images on here, like the ivy leaves, and then this little flower bow. Ooh, I'm using them today. All right, and then the little birds. Of course, you know we're going to have some birds in these cards. All right, so that is the Quite Curvy bundle. Now, for the Curvy Christmas stamp set, that is this set, okay? And with this set, there comes a pack of designer series paper in Sahara Sand, Cherry Cobbler, and Shaded Spruce. And that together is the Christmas or holiday part of the variety bundle. Okay, this also is a photopolymer, and you can use the curves with this one as well. Now, what I need to remind you of is that the Curvy Christmas portion, which is the Curvy Christmas stamp set and the designer series paper, is only available till January 5th. And then that will no longer be available. The rest of the variety bundle, the regular Quite Curvy set, and the dies are going to be in the brand new catalog. So those are going to be available for quite a while, at least till June. We'll see what happens if they get snatched up by the new annual catalog, but these will be available at least through June. So if you're liking the Curvy Christmas, that one you need to get before January 5th. All right, so that is all my commercial about the set, and it was my turn to make the 3 cards, and these are the 3 cards we're going to be making this evening. And I tried to use as many of the dies and images as I could so you could get an idea of what they looked like. So does anyone have a request for which card they'd like me to do first?
Oh, pick me.
Well, let's see if any of them.
Oh, sorry.
See if they have a choice that they'd like me to make. Watch for it and see who chooses first. I am open to any of them, but I want it to be a Stamper's Choice.
Stamper's Choice. Whoa.
Stamper's Choice.
All right, we're waiting.
We're waiting. There's a little bit of a...
Dun, dun,
Oh, there's Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda.
dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't see anyone. Oh, so cute. Nope. Dun, dun, dun. Which one's it gonna be? Come on, Stampers. Come on, Stampers. Tell me which one you'd like. Which am I gonna start with? Just for you. Just for you. Okay.
That's what I was going to pick. Great
Yes,
minds,
Diane.
Great minds.
Great minds.
Yep, Rhonda said pink and white.
All right, we'll go with it.
Yeah.
All right, girls, your wish is my command. All right, we're going to go ahead and make this card first. And this is made out of the fabulous Magenta Madness cardstock. Is that a bright color or what? Love it. All right, so that's going to be our card base. We're going to start with a Magenta Madness card base. And we're just going to take our bone folder and fold that over. Now, I've already cut my piece for the side here, but let me talk to you about how you do that.
Please do.
Okay. To make it for the front of the card, you need to cut a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, because that's the size of your card front. Okay, so you're going to do that, and then you're going to take your die. Okay, here's your die, and you're going to put it on your paper, and I want you to look here. On one side of the die, there is a blade, and then on the other side of the die, there's not a blade. So if you want the dots on your paper, you've got to make sure that the die is at the far end of your paper. So I put it like this, and I ran it through the cut and emboss machine, and that's how I came out with the curve that has the dotted side. Okay, because if you go back to my little, where did I put my little diagram? Oh, here it is. Okay, this side, when I cut it with the die, this side had the dots, this side was plain. So you want to make sure how you position your curve so that you get the dots, if you want the dots. All right, so that's all I had to do to get the curve. I wanted to try one with a vertical curve. I thought that was kind of cool.
We like our vertical curves.
Yes,
and our
we do.
horizontal curves.
Okay. Sometimes. Yeah. All right, then I'm going to go ahead.
Where they're located.
I'm going to put some Tombow on the back of my curvy paper, and I'm just going to put it right up against the edge of my paper on the right side. Okay, so there I have my curve ready to go. All right, then I'm going to come in and I'm going to stamp these are the little flowers that come with the stamp set, quite curvy stamp set. And I'm going to show you quickly how I colored them. Now, I'm not going to have you sit there and watch me color the whole darn thing, but thanks, Dory. But I wanted to just kind of tell you what colors I used. Now, I do not have the Magenta Madness blend, and I'm not even sure they have those yet. Do you know? No. But I used the Lovely lipstick, the light Lovely lipstick, and it matched quite lovely.
It looked lovely.
It looked very lovely. So all I did was color in each of the flowers with the light Lovely lipstick. That is not easy to say. And if you look here, it really kind of matches pretty well.
It does.
So I was kind of excited about that. So I colored all those, and then I used the ever popular Old Olive to color in all of the leaves.
It's a fan favorite.
It is a fan favorite. So that's what I did. Very simple. I didn't really do any shading. The images are so small that it's really not necessary to do a lot of shading. So I did that. I ran it through the cut and emboss machine twice, and I got these cute little flowers. All right, so now I'm ready to go ahead and I'm going to put those on my card. And the way I did it is I'm going to use some dimensionals, but I have this one curving this way, and then I put this one the opposite way, and they just overlapped a little bit in the middle like that. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and get my dimensionals. I keep forgetting this. Let's see. What do I have here? Okay, so I'm going to put oops, that one's already made. Oh gosh. All right, I'm going to put just 2 dimensionals on each of these. And I like the way that we can kind of make them follow the curve of the card. All right, so let's do this one first. This one will go up here. I love these colors. These will be perfect for spring. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this second one. This is going to curve the opposite way. Come on, you. There we go. And I'm going to just have it overlap. Oops. I'm going to have to move my dimensional. It's too close and it would overlap.
Oh dear.
I know.
Can't have that happening.
Can't have that happening at all. All right, now we need a new dimensional. All right, let's put him right there. Okay, back to business. I'm going to put that like that. All right, so there is my little cascade of flowers. And now the next thing we're going to do is do our cute little sentiment. And I cut out one of the stitched rectangles, which is a really great set of dies to have. They come in very, very handy. And I'm going to take the sentiment, made with love, just for you. And I'm going to try to get it in the right spot. Wish me luck. Going to be a little bit over to the left. And there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put this right on, and that'll help me decide where I want the bird and the little vines the little branches to hang out. So I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back, remembering that it's going to kind of straddle my flowers there, so make sure I don't put it too close. There we go. And then what I did the last time is if it hung over a little bit, I just gave it a little bit of a haircut on the end. Like.
Stampin' haircut.
Yes. No mask needed for that haircut. All right, so now we have 2 little branches cut out using, I believe I used old olive here. Okay, and then a little bird. I stamped and cut out a little bird here. Hopefully I got one. Here we go. Okay, I used this die and this die. There's 3 different birds, so there's 3 little dies for the birds, and then this is the little die for your branch. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'll show you how I colored the little bird. This bird's sitting, that bird's standing. That's okay, we don't mind what they do. And for this bird, I just used a little bit of the beautiful blue Seaside Spray. I love this color.
Me too.
And I colored in my little bird. He's very cute. Didn't really do a whole lot of, he looks almost like a blue jay.
Yeah, you can make, I've seen people made them and use them with the Christmas set and made them into little cardinals too.
Yep, that's a great idea.
Yeah, they're super cute.
Yeah, you guys know how I love birds. So I'm pretty darn happy with this set. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my glue dots and put a little glue dot on the back of each of my little branches. Right there's the glue dot. I'm going to grab my pick tool and then I'm just going to lay this right here on the card. Same thing again. What are you laughing about?
Deb, she said, I forgot to say hi, Dory. Hi, Deb. She only said hi to you. Okay.
That's okay. We know you mean hi. All right, then lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and use my Tombow and glue my little bird right there where the branches come together. I'm going to use my pick tool that needs more putty. And there you have it. There's our first one. How's that? How do you like that one, ladies? There will be a piece of Whisper White insert for each of your cards. So this will have a white insert in it so that you can put a note. But that is number 1 from the Quite Curvy set.
Awesome.
Yep. All right, our next one is, where did I put the cards? Okay.
You had them all laying out.
I know. These are the ones I'm making. Oh, they fell.
They fell on the floor.
Yep. All right. Let's make this guy next. I really love this one and wanted to share it with you. This is made using purple posy and the beautiful soft sea foam. I just love that combination of colors. It's just so pretty. And the way I do this is this piece is going to be more like a front panel. The other one kind of took up the entire front. This one is more of a panel that's 4 by 5 1/4. So let me show you how I put that one together. Put stuff away. Okay. All right, I have a piece of Sahara sand here. I'm going to fold it over and I'm going to use my bone folder. Okay, now I'm going to bring in some other pieces of cardstock here. Now this is the purple posy and it's cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And before I adhered it to my card, I ran it through using the embossing folder from Flowers for Every Season, I think it is. The Flowers Help.
The Ornate Garden.
Ornate Garden, that's what I meant. Okay, so it's the Ornate Garden embossing folder, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere that down like that. All right. Now, we're going to kind of do the same thing with this. So the way I made this is I cut a piece of paper in the soft seafoam that was the same size as the purple posy, which is 4 by 5 1/4. All right. And then I took my die. Okay, it's the one with the filigree. And I just laid it across the paper. Okay, and that's how I cut that. And what's neat about this is since it doesn't take up the entire curve, you can decide how you want to curve it. So I curved it using the bottommost portion of the die, but you can also, if you want to do it like this and make it more of like a different curve. So you kind of have some options when you use the curve and you're only using it on a card front like that. All right.
Good to have options.
It is good to have options. All right. So then before I put that on, I'm going to go ahead and put my sentiment on. And I used garden green because that was nice and bright and would show up well on the soft seafoam. And I'm going to be using Thinking of You Makes My Day. And this is, it's not for you.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was for me. I got all excited back here. It's like, wow, she finally made me a hand stamp card.
Oh, of course, you make my day. All right, so this is, what's really nice about this, with it being photopolymer, you can bend it and curve it a little bit depending on how you want it to curve around on your card. So this is kind of too straight if I would just stamp it this way. So what you can do is you can kind of pick it up and curve it ever so slightly. And then when you put it in there, it fits right into the curve of your paper. So don't hesitate to do that. You can go ahead and pick it up, and if it's not curving the way you want it to on your cardstock, pick it up and move it around on your block. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to stamp that right here. All right, so there's Thinking of You Makes My Day. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere that to my purple posy. Okay. So now we're going to take a look at the next thing we're going to work on here. And this is the image, and it is the ivy vine. Okay, and this one is in the Quite Curvy set. And I will show you a little bit how I colored it. Pretty simple. We pulled out our ever popular Old Olive. And what I did, I colored the entire leaf with the light Old Olive. Then I went back with the dark and I outlined the little veins, and I sometimes put a little bit at the bottom there, and I usually will use the dark color to color in the vine parts. And then I just go back with my light and just kind of blend it in a little bit. And you want to keep the edges and the end a little lighter than the rest. So I did that, and I colored in all those leaves, and it looked just like that. Isn't that pretty? I love this one. So this is what your ivy vine will look like. This is with Old Olive. There's lots of greens you can use, but I just like the Old Olive. I think that's just a great coordinating color with what we have here. And this is going to go directly onto your card right along the curve. Now what I did is I raised it a little bit above so that the filigree design shows a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my dimensionals. I need a new pack. Do you know where my dimensionals are? In the top drawer back there? Please. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it onto my card, leaving a little bit of the filigree showing, but covering it up a little bit with the vine. Thank you. All right, and what you will notice is, but Barb, it's sticking off the ends. I know, I noticed that.
Fear not, Stampers.
Fear not, I've got this scissors, and it's gonna cut off. I'm gonna try to cut it off right at the same dimensions as the card front, not the card base, but you can do that if you like. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same over here. So there, we cut that off, and that's right on the front of your card. So pretty. All right, last thing we're gonna do, we're going to color a few more birds, because we can. And this card has 2 birds on it. And another great way to color that I really liked was by using crumb cake all over except the belly. Okay, so I'm using my light crumb cake. Oops, let me use this end. Okay, I'm gonna fill him in with light crumb cake. Leave his belly white for now. Same thing with this guy. I like that you can kind of pick the coordinating color if you want to from your card and color in the belly that color. So I'm gonna color in using the purple posy on their bellies. So I'm just gonna grab this and just go in with the purple posy on their bellies. Isn't that cute? All right, now let's go ahead. We're gonna place them on the vine. I'm gonna go ahead for this one. I'm gonna put a mini dimensional on the back because he's gonna stand a little bit above the vine. So I'm gonna take the back off here, and we're gonna pick him up, and he's gonna stand like right on the edge of the vine there. And then our second one here, he's gonna go right along the edge here. Just needs a little bit of glue, and I'm gonna put him right there. They're kind of talking back and forth, making plans. All right, so there are our cute little birds. Last thing I need to do is I'm gonna take some linen twine, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a glue dot and add that right below my bird on the right. So I'm gonna go ahead, glue dot, take the knot in the middle of the bow, grab it with my pick tool, and put it right below. Oh, I did forget something. I'm trying to do better with my embellishments because Dory is upset with me.
No, I'm not.
I know.
Oh
I know. I'm just kidding.
Don't throw me under the Stampin' Bus.
All right, I won't. But I've got this set of elegant faceted gems. I really love these. So I put 3 of these on my card. These are kind of opaque white, and I think they look nice on here. So I'm doing my Stampin' Best to incorporate some embellishments on my cards. And there you have. There is number 2. Isn't that adorable?
Awesome.
All right. So that's number 2 using the Quite Curvy. All right, we are ready for our last card. Where did I get? Oh, here it is. Okay, let's go ahead and I'll show you that one quickly here. This is the card, and it uses that seaside spray that I was making such a fuss about. I just love that color. I think it's so pretty. Now this one, I have a couple of curves, actually 3 curves on the card, and I'm going to show you how I've learned to make it, that it makes it easier. So I hope I can explain it, that it makes sense. So, all right. So this is a You're 1 in a Million. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the Seaside Spray cardstock for my card base. And then when you're trying to build a kind of complicated curve, if you have several curves on your paper, what I've found works best is to start with a card front like this and build on here and then adhere it to the front of your card. It's just easier and it comes together a lot better that way. So let's talk about the pieces that I have on the front here. Okay, what I do is I cut a piece of Seaside Spray the same size as this card front, okay, and then I cut it apart. All right, so I cut this part for there, and then I cut a second part, okay, where I turned the curve the opposite way so it would get the dots that way, and that gets tucked underneath. So let me show you how this all comes together. Then I took a piece, this is the exact same width, and I just used the Curve Ivy die and cut it out. And then I took a piece of the Just Jade that is the exact same size as that curvy, as the piece with the curvy ivy on it, so that you're going to have the green ivy leaves on there. And then the final thing that I had is I have this small piece of DSP. This is from the Forever Greenery. Is that right? Forever Greenery. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sweet. That's beautiful, beautiful paper. This is a great paper to use when you're using the this stamp set, because it has florals and leaves and all things like that. So, all right, let me show you how this works. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this at the top of my paper, but I'm not going to adhere it all the way down. I'm just going to put my glue at the top because we're going to be doing some sliding with the other pieces. Okay, so you kind of build your way down. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this up here. Okay, so there's my first piece. Then I've got this second piece that I turned upside down so that the curve went in an opposite way, and I'm going to slide that up under the first one. Okay, so I'm just sliding that up under there. Now I'm not going to glue anything until I'm sure of where I want everything. Then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to adhere it to the Just Jade cardstock. That's exactly the same size, and it's the 4 inches wide, so it's going to fit perfectly on this card front piece. And this I'm going to slide up under. I haven't glued anything but the top one for now. Okay, so that's where I want that one to go. And then lastly, I'm going to put this at the bottom. Okay, now I feel like this needs to go up just a little bit so that my last piece doesn't cover them. There. So it's like kind of like a puzzle. You've got to decide where it goes, and once you have it in a place that you feel like you like it, then you can glue it down. But all these pieces can be slid around until you find where you want it to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some glue on here so that we can get these pieces not moving around anymore. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue as well on the front and back, because I'm going to slide this up under. Okay, so now we have those 2 layers ready to go. I'm going to move that a little bit higher. There we go. Now, before I put on the other 2, I'm going to go ahead and put my sentiment on here. And it is, you're 1 in a million. And this too is one that you can put on and say, okay, I want it to fit in here. I want it to be a little bit curvy. You can go ahead and curve it because it is photopolymer. Then pick it up with your block, and now it's ready to stamp. Okay, I have the perfect curve on it, so it will fit in that little space there, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm going to bring it down a little bit so I can see it. Okay, there we go. Oh, it worked. Yes. All right. So there's your 1 in a million. And now I'm going to finish up by putting this one under. Move it up just a slight bit. I remembered I needed to have it closer to the top. There we go. And I'm going to put a little more under here at the edge. So that'll stay down flat. Okay. And now, got to hold that down a little bit longer. There we go. And now we put the last piece on the bottom. So you build your whole little puzzle on a piece of cardstock that is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so there's my puzzle. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and turn it over, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. Did you open some new ones?
I did, yeah. Right in there.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Okay. So that I've found to be the best way. If you try to adhere it right to the card front, it can be a little frustrating. So cut yourself a 4 by 5 1/4 piece, and then you can build your puzzle and your curves right on there. And it makes it a lot easier. Then you're not having to get rid of a card just because you didn't get the curves right in the right spot. All right, so there we have our card front all done. And now we've got one little bird left to do. I've stamped him with Memento ink and cut him out with the dies. And this time I'm going to bring in a light smoky slate. We're going to make this guy a little gray bird. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the Seaside Spray for on his belly. All right, he's gray. Now my Seaside Spray has got to be in here somewhere. Okay, we're going to make him an all gray bird today.
There you go. Sounds like a plan.
Yep. Okay, my Seaside Spray went AWOL. I don't know.
Went out to sea.
He went out to sea. I'm sure he's here somewhere, but if you saw the paper and everything piled up here, you would not have to wonder why we can't find it. So I put a little mini dimensional on the back, and I picked up my little bird, and he went right at the top of my card, right there. And embellishments, yes. Saying yes to embellishments. This time I'm grabbing my holiday rhinestones. Woo-hoo. I love this because they're not just green and red. They're blue ones here. And they look perfectly great on this card. So I'm going to grab a couple of these blue and just lay them on my card. Each of these places. And there you have it. There it is. All done, ladies. I hope I was able to give you some tips on how to position your curves. It's just a little bit of practice. And it's not that hard. You just need to give it some time and give it some practice. And if you have any questions when you get your set, I'll be happy to answer. But that is all the project kits that we will be offering for the Quite Curvy bundle. All right, which includes the Quite Curvy stamp set and the coordinating dies. Okay, that card kit is $15 or free with a $30 order. All righty, so I am finished up, and now we're going to change channels to the Christmas channel.
That's right.
And Dory's going to come in and show you some really awesome ways you can use this Curvy Variety Bundle for some great Christmas cards. All right. Thank you, ladies.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right. So I'm going to start out with some snowflakes. This is the card that I'm going to be making. There might be a slight variation to it, but you'll get the drift. So this one also uses the die. This guy here, the curve. Okay, we all love our curves. We need to celebrate our curves, so I'm using the curves. All right. And this one is pretty simple, and it's a great way to showcase some designer series paper with your dies. And take your pick tool is
in there,
right in there. So sometimes when you cut these out, you always want to make sure your take your pick tool is handy, because some of these little guys don't quite do what they're supposed to, and that's okay. So you're just going to use your take your pick tool, and you are going to encourage them to come out very, very gently, and it's quick and easy, and then you can see all of the nice lines there. So I've gone ahead and I've cut both pieces out. So we're going to have, one is going to be the bottom and the other one is going to be the top. Okay, so we will start with a piece of thick, always thick when we're using our cardstock as a base. And so we have our thick Whisper White cardstock, and there is definitely a difference between the thick and the regular, and it's just great for card bases. So that's what we're going to use. So there is our card base right there, and then we have a piece of regular cardstock that is what I would use to cut out my two pieces there. Okay, just like that. And then I am going to take, and I want to show you, there's a couple options. So there's this piece here, which is the one that I used with the Balmy Blue Glimmer paper that is part of the Snowflake Splendor Suite. Or there's kind of the more subtle one as well. So you could use either one. They're both perfect. All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to lay my, this is a 2-inch strip of designer series paper, and I am going to find my Stampin' Seal, and I'm going to put this on. And I know it is longer. I just was cutting 2-inch strips. So what I will do is I will go ahead and place this right in the center there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and trim it. You can use your Stampin' Cutter, or you can also just use your scissors, and I'm using Barb's scissors. And so we have this, okay, and then we will take the one piece, will go on the bottom, okay, and then the other piece, the other curvy piece, will go on the top. All right, and then you have that little kind of like sneak peek of the designer series paper right there on the inside. So it's just a nice way to give, you know, a little pop. All right, so I am going to take my sentiment. I'm going to use a different one because we want to use the ones that are included in the Curvy Christmas, okay? And mine is going to say, may your days be merry and bright. And so you can see that I might want to finagle this a little bit. I'm going to stamp it down towards the bottom. So like Barb said, you can kind of just, I don't want to say manhandle it, but you maybe
have your way with
have your way with it. Oh, that sounds maybe not good at all, but anyway. So you can move it around so that you will be able to
Do you want
I need yes, and I need also a blueberry. No, they're right here. Okay. I just can't find them.
It's okay.
They're right here. Blueberry.
They're right in front of you. That's why.
Yeah.
It's the crafter's
That's
eye
right.
problems.
Yeah, crafter. It's like, where's my adhesive? Where
in my hand.
is my adhesive? And another thing you can do is you can even place it kind of on your cardstock to see where you want it to go, and then go from there. So that's another way, because look, oh no, that's not the way I want it to go. So I simply just kind of place it, and it goes in a little rainbow, and then you can put it
Yep.
whichever way you would like it
Because
to go.
every card, your curve is going to be a little different.
It is. It certainly is.
So you don't have to worry, oh no, if I don't get that curve just right, that my
Right.
sentiment won't fit.
Yeah.
Because you can move the sentiment a little bit
That's right.
on your block. So don't worry about getting an exact curve.
Right. Because my curves are not exact either.
No.
Okay, so this one, you're going to notice that it's going the opposite way. So we want to turn this one upside down. These are the little stars. I absolutely love these. They're super cute.
Yeah.
And I just added those
Perfect for
at
Christmas.
the top. Yep. So they're celebrating the curves up there as well. Okay, so you have that little look there. All right, let me close this ink pad before I end up with it all over. I'm not going to show you my hands because they're slightly embarrassing. But anyway,
They're just crafters'
they're
hands.
crafters' hands that someone,
Stampers' hands.
yeah, opened the ink pad and stuck her thumb in it. Won't mention any name story. Okay, so we're going to attach this right here on the bottom. Oops. And right across. It's a little bit longer, but that's okay. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing with the top.
That's why it's good to do the panel on the front, like
Yes.
we were talking about.
Yes.
Then you can always cut on the edges
Yes, you can definitely
before
trim.
you adhere it.
So you have that little sneak
Less
peek there.
stress. Us stampers can get a little stressed. This
Yeah.
gives you a little bit of...
A little bit of wiggle room.
That's correct.
Yeah, do a little wiggle. Stamp and wiggle. All right, so there you have that. All right, super cute. You could leave it like that, but heck no.
We need to, put
no.
some bling, right, Dory?
Yeah, man. So I'm going to add some snowflakes. They will not be in the same orientation as I did the other card because I used a little bit different, I used a different sentiment. And so you can place your snowflakes wherever you would like them to go. I don't know where they went.
What?
My snowflakes, they were just here. In here.
There's one that's on.
I got that one,
Okay.
and then I had two more.
Did they fall?
I don't know. Oh, yep, they're on the floor. Sorry, guys.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, they're so light and airy, they just fell to the floor.
Oh, there's Renee.
I
Hello,
know,
Renee.
They were here just a moment ago. So
Thanks
you're going
for
to
joining us.
add your snowflakes. Okay, and I always do groups of 3. You guys have heard me say this if you've stamped with me before. So you could put another little one right there at the bottom in the triangular form. Just want to make sure you don't get your words in the way. Okay, so isn't that beautiful? And the shimmer, holy shimmer. Okay, and then of course we're going to add this on top of the card with dimensionals.
Okay, let's see.
So maybe. So I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to add dimensionals to the back and one in each corner and one in the center. And I'm going to peel this off and add this right to the front of the card. And then you could put a Merry Christmas sentiment on the inside. There's the perfect little Merry Christmas inside of the stamp set. Great little font. Super cute. So we could use that. And may your days be merry and bright. And then we will just take and put our adorable little Merry Christmas here in the center. Okay, great. And then we also have a
She wants to know. Okay.
adorable little snowflake that is also in the stamp set. And you can add that too if you would like, and add a little bit of color there. Okay. So that is the first card that we're using with the curves, and just highlighting some of our designer series paper. So you could use anything that you wanted, you know, on the inside there, but the Snowflake Splendor paper is great. Okay, so project number 1, a little bit of the blue hue going on there. All right, so project number 2 uses some of the designer series paper that is actually in the variety bundle. Okay, so it contains cherry cobbler, crumb cake, and shaded spruce. And this is the paper that is only available until January 5th. Okay, so there's some of the paper, and you'll see that on the next project as well. So this one is a nice and simple card. Okay, I'll show you here. It uses our thick Whisper White card base. We're going to start with that, and this one is 4 1/4 by 11, and you would score it in the center at 5 1/2. All right, and then we're going to take a piece of our designer series paper. I love the
all that paper.
Hash marks. Yep, and that is going to go directly onto your piece of cardstock. Got the adorable little trees on the other side, so lots of choices there. Okay, put that right on. Okay, and now the next thing we're going to do is I used the stars that you guys just saw, and I embossed them. How many of you out there have embossed before? It's amazing. When you do it for the first time, you want to keep doing it. And I'm talking about embossing, okay? So I have a piece of cardstock here that is 4 1/2 by 3 1/4, okay? And I am going to, what I did, this is a piece of our designer series paper. I went ahead and I stamped the stars, and I embossed them with a Whisper White. I stamped them in our Whisper White craft ink and then embossed them with our white embossing powder. Then I went ahead and I stamped the trees down there at the bottom. Okay, so let me show you here. Stamped the trees. I have a piece of white here. I'm just gonna show you.
So need help with the trees. Shaded spruce was not my friend on Sunday. I
Shaded
ruined
spruce.
4. This is Cheryl. I ruined 4 curvy pieces because I couldn't get the trees right, and then stuck my hand in the ink pad.
Oh goodness.
We do that too.
Yeah, we do. So here are the trees, and here's a little curve that I already have cut out. So
Now remember, you can lay your photopolymer stamp on the paper while it's still clean,
right,
and curve it to the shape you want your,
right,
the shape to the curve of your paper.
shape those curves.
And then you can lay your block on top, and then you should have a little better success with that,
Yes.
Cheryl. Yep, you're right, Rise. It's just practice.
Yeah, and these are different than what we're used to using, so they do have a little curve to them. So, so I'm going to go ahead and attach this with my Stamp and Seal plus. I'm a plus girl. I like the plus. And I don't know if you guys, I will show you a little trick. I like to add some glitter to my Whisper White and add just a little bit of shimmer there too. So, so there we have our little trees, okay? And then we're going to take our sentiment, and you'll notice we need it to go a different way. So we're going to have may your days be merry and bright, but we're going to turn it to make sure it's going with the curve, okay? So I just re-inked this ink pad. You can tell because, holy ink. There we go. Well,
Yep.
I'm not going to touch that though because that is still wet.
Yeah. And you want to be careful not to rock. When you're doing that, you want to be careful not to rock your block. Rock your block.
Don't rock your block, girls. Don't rock your
Sounds
block.
like a song.
Yeah.
Because that can cause you to have some smudges you don't like. So
Yep.
make sure you go straight down and straight up when you're using that long, thin one
Yeah.
there.
Okay, so this one, I'm going to try to be really careful. I know I'm going to put my finger on it on national live TV here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a news anchor. I just predicted a storm that's not going to happen. All right. Oh wait, that's a weather person. No offense to anyone out there that loves weather. All right, so we're gonna take the backs of these off. I'm trying not to touch the front. And we're gonna put this right on. This one is super quick and cute. It shows the paper.
There you go.
And it also shows the little line of trees there. And don't be afraid, you can color your trees in too. So I don't have the right color here.
Shaded spruce.
Shaded spruce. And then here's also a little one where I actually fussy cut the trees. So if you wanted to cut in between the trees, you could do that too. And that would give you a little bit more of a 3D look as well.
And I love the Sahara sand paper. I thought at first, oh, that's just not a really good Christmas color, but it just really works beautifully with the cherry cobbler and the shaded spruce. They know what they're doing.
Yep. See, you guys can just add the little trees, and that gives you a little extra color there. So don't be afraid.
Yep.
To color.
You can always fix it.
Yeah, don't be afraid to color in those lines, gals. You can do it. And use a little Stampin' Blend on there. So that's the way the trees go, and it adds, and it's whimsical. So notice I'm not coloring in everything perfectly. Little random. I know I'm saying all those words that people cringe. Random, whimsical. So
Lisa brought up a good point that people were pulling the long, skinny pieces off of their blocks too quickly, and they were tearing. So
oh yes, you have to be careful with that.
Yep, you don't want to do that. Don't pick it up and tear it off from one end. Just kind of pick it up from both sides.
Yep, and then of course we can't have naked envelopes.
Never.
So we're going to come back here, and we are going to, so you could put it on the nice thing is it goes almost all the way across, so it's a really nice accent to the front of your envelope too. So, all right, that's number 2. That doesn't sound good, does it? All right, so we're gonna do number 3 next. And then we will be finished for the evening. Don't forget, you can get all 6 projects if you order the bundle, the variety bundle, or you can get the non-Christmas ones, and for $15, 3 for $15, or you can get the all 6 for $25. So there are ways that you can do this. All right, so this is the last card that we're going to be making this evening, and this one is actually my mom, Linda Thompson, made this for her stamp club.
Ooh, she's on here somewhere still.
She is, and so I thought I would share it with you guys, and it's kind of a fun fold, and it has an official name, a Spanner Panel card.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, oh yeah, so
that
just
sounds
wait.
very technical.
It's very technical. My mom's very technical. So this is the front. It uses some of the DSP. Check this out. So you open it up, you have the Merry Christmas, and then you have the Thinking of You at Christmas.
You,
okay,
Linda.
I know.
You rascal.
I'm glad she thought of it. I didn't have to. All right, so we're gonna need a little our cutter. Trimmer cutter. Stampin', like whatever I say. I don't know.
See,
all the wrong stuff.
We used all the big words at the beginning, and now we can't think of the basic ones. That usually happens.
Yep. All right.
Brains.
So we are going to, on each side of our front panel, we are going to cut up to our fold at 1 1/4. So if you want to start at your fold, you can, and then go forward, whatever you'd like. Okay. So you have your 3 pieces. You're like, wow, Dory, great card. Well, it gets better, I promise. Okay. So you have your 3 pieces, and you are going to have 2 pieces of designer series, actually 3 pieces of designer series paper. These are 1x4, and
I didn't get that.
Oh,
Could
sorry.
you try again?
Sorry, apparently. Yeah, I know. I'm talking too loud or something. She was a little agitated there. She didn't
Siri.
She was not very nice.
I know.
Gosh, who
She
knew
must
Siri?
not be a stamper.
She's probably ready for bed. I guess she's a little ticked off. Anyway, sorry, ladies. All right, so I'm going to put my strips of Whisper White on the front. And they are just basically an accent piece for our designer series paper. Okay. And we're going to do that. Oh, holy Moses, but not use brute strength. There we go. All right. And then I have, this is some of the designer series paper in the Christmas kit. And that goes right on top there on the one side. And same on the other side. So these are 1 by 4 inch strips. It's a great way to use up those little strips of designer series paper that you have laying around. All right.
Doo doo! Prize Patrol.
Oh, Prize Patrol.
Prize
Then I just throw that
Patrol.
up so you can give a prize watch.
The winner of our first Prize Patrol is Rhonda.
Woo! What does
She
Rhonda
gets
get?
the pack of doilies and a pack of jingle bells.
Oh, awesome.
Congratulations, Rhonda.
Great. All right, so we have, and then we have a piece of Whisper White that's going to go on the front. And I can post dimensions for these if people are interested to make this card. You can watch the video, but I know some of us like dimensions as well. All right, so there we go. And then we're going to do our piece of the opposite piece. Oh, come on, CO, you can do it. There we go. Got it. I think sometimes it gets camera shy too. And it's just nice to have that pop of white there on the front. Okay, so I went ahead and I pre-stamped this image here. So you're going to do the trees and you are going to have your sentiment and the little boogers. Got to get those out, the little boogers.
That's what you need your pick tool.
That's
for.
right. Okay, so we're going to
It's
go...
a booger picker.
Oh, that's gross. So we're going to go ahead and attach this, but you're only going to attach it to these 2 pieces here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I just put a little bit of seal on each side, okay? And you can position it. You can see where your seal is, and then you're going to go ahead and then press it down there, and then it opens up.
That is so cute.
Isn't that cute? Okay, but we have to trim it because we don't want these pieces on the end. We talked about that. But it's easier to have a longer piece and have to trim it than not.
Because the curves are about like 6 inches.
Yeah.
So it gives you a little bit of leeway of moving it from one side to the other to just get the curvy part just where you want it.
Right. So what I did is, here is to show you a little bit more of the stamps that are in the set. There's a little bow.
That's really
So
cute.
I'm going to put the bow right here. So you have something when you open it up.
We don't want it to be white up there.
No, heavens no. All right. And then the next piece is going to be your inside, which is Whisper White. And I'm doing a cardinal sin. I'm putting it down before I stamp on it. Hopefully you guys aren't like, like, oh my word, what the heck? But, it's getting late.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Avert your eyes, girls.
Yeah, really. Avert your eyes. That's right. So we have these little, I don't know what they are.
A little leafy branch.
We'll call them mistletoe.
Yeah.
How's that?
I think that works.
Yeah. Stand under the
Perfect for
mistletoe.
Christmas.
I know. So I'm going to put this in here. They're so dark because I just inked them up today. Yeah. And we're going to try to line that up. A little bit of overlap, but we're going to put that there.
Very cute.
Okay. And then for our inside piece, I have this little, I don't know. Barb's like whispering, what are you looking for, Dory? I don't know.
You just need to put Thinking of Christmas.
Yeah, there's a Merry Christmas that goes on the inside piece. But, Okay, anyway. All right, so you have your May Your Days Be Merry and Bright. You have your little thing there. You have your little, we're going to call it mistletoe. And then we are going to stamp our little sentiment in the center. Center sentiment. Okay. And this one's a little bit longer, but we're going to use the one that's already on here. May your days be merry and bright. Okay. And then while you have it, you can also take your envelope, because we do, you know, no naked envelopes. And you can do your little, they're opposite, so the little mistletoe on the envelope. And then I'll show you, your kit will come with the little piece that goes in the center, the little Merry Christmas. So you have 3 different, you have May Your Days Be Merry and Bright. You have a little Merry Christmas curve. So this is a great space when you have leftover curves. That sounds funny, but you can use them right there, and you'd stamp your Merry Christmas on that. And then you have your Thinking of You at Christmas. So so that is the Spanner panel card, and that shows a lot of the great products that come with the Curvy Christmas stamp set.
I think it's your turn.
Oh, yes, we have another winner. Oh, happy birthday, Jean. I hope you had a great birthday today.
Yes.
So our next winner
prize patrol
is Jean.
Jean, what a
Jean
great,
Burkle,
how
the birthday
lucky of that
girl.
for birthday.
The birthday girl.
And you are going to win
Plaid Tidings.
a sample pack of the Plaid Tidings Designer Series paper.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Jean.
Yes. So if you guys would like the to-go kit for this, just let us know. If you could let us know by tomorrow evening, that would be great. We'll kind of leave it open for 24 hours and go from there. So each one is $15, or you can get both for $25. Or, whoa, sorry, I just went on a ride in my chair. Or if you purchase the bundle, oh, they can see us. Hello, everyone. If you purchase the bundle, you get them for free. And, or I think that's it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Each is $15
Right.
class kit, or if you get both kits, it's $25. I don't know if we
Yes.
told them that. Yep. But if you would buy the bundle, then you would get your kit for free.
Yeah, all 6 cards for free.
Yep.
Yep. So I think that's all we have this evening.
That's all we have. And we did pretty good, just a little over an hour.
Wow,
We thought,
thanks for-
6 is a lot of cards, but we
Yeah.
kept it moving.
Thanks for hanging with us.
Yeah, we had a great time. We hope you got some great ideas and are inspired to give those curves a try.
That's right. Give those curves a try, girls.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Yeah, and if we can help you in any way, I know some people said they were struggling with the trees or anything like that. Just reach out. We're here and we're happy to help you. So, yes, and we will be back on Friday. Today's only Wednesday. You've seen us twice already this week, but mark your calendars. Friday night at 7, we have card buffet. So, join us, and there'll be another to-go kit available on Fridays. You
And
guys
there's actually
can-
going to be a curvy card in there, too.
There's a curvy card. Yep. So
Thanks so much for joining us tonight, and we will hopefully see you Friday.
Yes,
And have a great week. Stay warm. It's been a bit colder, but it is the fall.
it is. It's almost December, so
I
yeah.
know.
Sometimes it gets warm. Or,
Yep.
Yeah, warm. Oh my gosh.
Cold.
Yeah, cold. Anyway, it's time for us to go.
Yeah. Take care. Have a good night.
Have
Keep
a great
stamping.
night. Yep.